Now that should work. Hi guys! So I was saying hi Kevin, hi Misha, hi Mikey, hi Jinja, hi Faircloud, hi Dominic that I saw earlier too. Hi Lena! For a second I thought the car was starting. Huh? Oh, Scooty, cute. How is everyone today? Mikey, I said that you were feeling better. Yay! Did they figure it out, or is it still like the mystery ailment? Salut Peko! Salut Minette! Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Salut. Tu veux venir voir, hein? Viens-t'en. T'es parti où? Tu veux venir ici? Ouais. Viens-t'en. They're still working on figuring it out fully, but they're thinking about it, which is more than I had before. Oh my gosh. You're gonna put so much water over my... so much hair over my water. Hold on. Oh, perfect fit. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Ici, mon bébé. Hey, box of paint! Hi, I'm so happy to see you. Hmm? It's super windy today, so I hope the mic doesn't catch too much of the wind. It's Fipix. What is that? There's some strange echoing on this hand. Does anyone else has that? Hey, squirrel bears! Hi! Hi, Melissa! Veux-tu venir toi aussi? Écoute. No. Do you have it open in 2 tabs? That could be what's causing the strange echo. Tu fais scout? Ouais. Oof. Okay. It's a potty proper now. So I thought that today I could paint. Why, Pico? Why? I don't know if you can hear her. Because sings the song of her people. Definitely. She's having, you know, that short circuit moment before zoomies. That's what that sound usually means. She had a lot of stuff to say. So yeah, I thought I could paint these 2 sketches from last live streams. Mostly generally happy with them-ish, except for this one. This hand is really big, but yeah. Hey YZ, hi! One of my cats does the same thing, unknown reasons. We call it just, you know, when the what's the expression in English? But you know, when two wires touch, and it creates sparks. Her and Ducky would be straight over dramatic BFFs. Does anyone hear me? Does anyone love me? Hello! She doesn't... Oh. It might end up in a fight. Because Scout went to check it out. But usually she does that and she's not expecting any kind of reaction from us. Maybe allergic to the strawberry. What's strawberry, Buxapaint? That sounds awful. I kept wanting to check with you regarding the thing with the pet food in the UK. Hi, Soda! Alright, so... I was just wondering... Oh, big... Oh my gosh, that's a fair point! And then when the cat eats it, it just becomes a really big cat. Hey, Salome, hi! Oh no! But I mean, for a practice sketch, I can live with that. It happens. Oh, he will also have his "Hello, I'm all alone and I'm bored" concert from our shower. That extra nice echo. But what does he expect when he does that? Does he expect you guys to show up and pet him? Like, what's the expectation? It's just a kitten who will grow up big and strong. He's having a terrible allergic reaction to the strawberry juice and now his end is swollen. Yeah, he started growing by the hand, right? One big paw. We've had weird weather and Emmy's like, oh no, poor Emmy. She's tiny. Ah, Pico has finished her concerto. And she's settling down for the long afternoon nap. I'm trying to figure out which palette I want to use for this. He'll sometimes do it because he's bored and wants to play, and sometimes do it just because I think sometimes he's not even sure why he does it. Sounds about right. Hey, Scott, bonjour. Salut les mesdames. Salut les mignottes. Tu veux-tu venir toi aussi? Ouais. Où tu vas? Tu vas, mon baby? Non? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Non? Ok. Bye, Scoot. Finally found my colourings I was searching for. Well, the first one anyway. What is it? C'est de retour. Tiens. Hi, Sally. Bon, t'es contente là? Oh, the right shade of salmon pink. Pink. Tuna face. Hello, little baby. I didn't realize cats got sun bleach, but Bear looks like a chocolate raccoon. Oh, they do, and also it depends on what they eat. Like if their food has some sort of stuff like beets in it or whatnot, I think it can impact the color of the sun bleaching. Non, pas les pinceaux. Une minute. Oui. Ouh. Couche bibite. Your face is all crusty. Uh-oh. Ouais? C'est bon? T'as dit bonjour à tout le monde? Une grosse bébite. Qu'est-ce que t'as trouvé? Rien. You're all crusty. T'as-tu terminé? Tu descends? C'est ma chaise. Hein. Non. I decided there is no reason I can't use a Canson XL spiral bound pad as my sketchbook. Who told you you can't? Tu perds tout ton poing. Alas, I don't think any of us have mastered our auto-summoning charm. Aww. It just never registered, I guess. I guess. Oh, okay, cool. Je vais vraiment être assis derrière moi. Pas ton truc de pète à tout le monde, là. Good job. Right. I hope Otto is alright. I can check, but... I think Otto is okay, I hope. Maybe she's just busy with the work on the apartment. Well, I always talk about the search for a watercolor sketchbook and no one ever mentioned it. Hey Ellen, hi! To be a Ellen summoning charm, I would have to have a horse under the camera, which is a bit difficult. I think the search for the watercolor sketchbook is more in the sense of a good cotton watercolor sketchbook. Because if you want a good cellulose sketchbook, that's not really difficult to find. Like you say, there's the Canson XL, that is quite great. There's a bunch of Stillman and Byrne books. Hey, Otto! We did it, guys! A bunch of people seem to say that the Perfect Sketchbook by Etcher is amazing. I have yet to try the Perfect Sketchbook, but I tried the regular Etcher sketchbooks and I'm split. I've just revived the Strathmore Sketchpad from... Oh! It seems the watercolor sketchbook should be hardbound. Really? I just want something that opens flat and that has cotton paper that doesn't have too strong of a texture on one side. People were trying to summon you, Otto, because I had Peko and then I had Scout. So people were like, we gotta summon Otto, she's missing all the fluffs. Hi, by the way! Hi! You guys have serious summoning skills. You can rewind the stream a bit. You will find both Peko, and then when Peko left, she went in the apartment to have a singing session. Is there a shortage on caddy paper? If you can find them in the UK, I have no idea where you could find them, because the ones I had gotten were from Jackson's. Bring the kitties back. They've settled down. I'm not sure I want to encourage more restlessness. Steve, I was in mud. No, that's fine. This is, I mean, if someone is spamming for no reason, then that's problematic. Or if everyone decides to spam at the same time, but this is not the most busy chat in the world, so it's okay. Like, I don't get mad at it. Yeah, Jackson is sold out and the same for Cass Art. Oh, really? Well, they gotta have a bit of a difficulty getting it then. Oh, you know what? Isn't caddy paper made in India? And they just had this awful wave of COVID cases, so that's possibly a thing that would slow down the production. Maybe. Waistcoat? Okay. I've been wanting to try it as Jonathan Edwards used that paper. Oh really? I didn't know that. Seems to be super textured. How can I set this up? Okay. I heard tuna face. She went meow as she left. Because of course. Melissa says, I don't have a watercolor sketchbook because my brain thinks it has to be 100% cotton, 140 pound, hardbound, lace flat, more than 20 pounds. There's no such thing as confirmation bias. Oh, why? Fudge is going on. Okay. I got a bunch of papers to try for place cards, and turns out it's nearly impossible to do calligraphy on cutty paper. It's too textured, right? Oh, F, thanks for posting the vids on new products. I ended up purchasing the new schminke set of 30 paints, no palette from Jackson's. Ooh! It will be my first time trying out schminke. Oh, you're in for a treat. That's lovely. That's such a good deal if you don't need a palette. And like the metal palettes are kind of expensive. How does Jonathan Edwards do his paintings if the paper is so textured? Could he be doing it on the back side of it? I don't know. You've been on fire with the color news vids. Well, I'm glad people enjoy them. I have a lot of fun researching for those videos, I gotta say. Oh, you guys are too kind. I'm so happy. I'm worried about coming across as the most enabler of enablers, but that's not why I do the videos. It's really because I mean, it's really funny for me because that's what I tend to do. Like whenever I get a drop in energy, I go to internet and I go like to Jackson's and I start looking around at Jackson's and trying to find stuff that I hadn't seen before. So it's kind of really connected to what I do usually. It's not a big stretch for me to do the news videos, but I wasn't expecting the feedback to be this positive, I gotta say. And it's really for the fun of sharing the awesome new stuff, so we can all like be happy together talking about this stuff. You know when you get excited, like, oh my gosh, there's a new palette, and like your significant other looks at you and is like, okay, what does that, if you say so? And you're like, oh, you don't get it. I've been slowly accumulating more schminke and find myself reaching for them more and more. That's good. But yeah, Mr. is an artist, but he's not as much of a traditional artist. He does traditional inking and mostly works in grayscale with like markers and stuff, but he doesn't get as excited about like new paints as I do. I've seen your news videos on other art servers from people who aren't in our bubble of pigment nerds. It is definitely getting some reach. Oh my gosh, really? It's all about the community hype. Yeah. You know how car people get all excited when a new model of something comes out? Well, we get to be like that, but with paints. Well, I can also relate to new products. This is the only group I have whom I virtually know and can talk. I know, right? Like, you feel like when you talk about something new, it reaches the person sitting across from you. Whereas sometimes you mention something new and the people will be like, oh yeah, did I tell you what I saw that was new last week? And it's something completely unrelated, and you're like, oh, okay. Sure. Hey, Joan, hi. Oh, thank you so much for dropping in and saying hi. Hey, Paulo. Handsome is learning more and more about watercolor. Really? If I spill paint or I'm very upset or Kitty steps in it, he says, oh, is that a phthalo? Oh no, the phthalo bias. Bias? Yeah. I'm all excited for YZ getting some schminky paints. Like, oh my gosh, yes! Ah, oh, that lovely box of full pans too. You're gonna have so much fun. So today I decided that I would dig out. Oh no, Otto! I'm gonna go lie down for a bit. Hopefully it will get better quickly and I can come back. Oh, I'm so sorry, Otto. I really hope you feel better soon. Do you think it's related to last night? Like the... Anyway, I hope you feel better soon. And of course, don't worry about coming back if the headache stays on. I am excited by proxy. My sweetheart is taking his grandkids to the ochre mines in the Roussillon. Ooh. Lots of water, rest, and hopefully it will leave you alone very quickly. Stupid headaches. And his daughter has picked up a paintbrush again after I bent it. Ooh! Oh, that's great. Yes. Yes. Who will make it through the ochre mines unstained? Mwahaha. Not me for sure. So true. Who else will I tell that yesterday when I got my shipment from Jackson's? It included Roman Schmalt, Cherry Quinn. Red, it literally makes me salivate. That's a PR209, right? The beautiful sort of red-pink color. It's such a pretty color. Like, really, it was the strangest thing. No, it didn't taste. Aww. Cherry Quinn is the stickiest. It is very sticky, I agree. Though I don't think my stickiest from Roman Schmal was a cobalt green, maybe? That was, even putting it in the freezer, it stayed sticky. Oh, maybe I can finally remove the paper. Oops. Sorry, typing on my tablet is so tricky. Oh, no problem. It's a combo of pink with the slight peach under. Yeah, it's a really nice color. Oh well. Freezing them, and I mean really freezing them, works every time. I'm always worried that it will affect the paint if I freeze it for too long. Yeah, you prep the pans in the freezer. It makes the paint more solid, so sometimes it's easier to peel off the wrappers for super sticky paints like Roman Schmal. Your tip to put them in the freezer for 5 minutes worked like a charm to get the paper off. Oh, awesome! Yeah. Oh my god, mind blown. Also, if you make paint, it helps cleaning up a misfired syringe. Oh man. I can't use syringes for filling out pens because, okay, a bit of context. My mom was a nurse, and when the holiday season would come around, we would like make cookies and decorate them. So she would grab a couple of syringes, clean new syringes from work, and she had brought them home once, and we sort of started using the same syringes every year to fill them up with icing and then decorate the cookies. But let me tell you, when you leave the icing in there, which is basically just icing, sugar, water, and a bit of vanilla, if you leave it in there for a bit too long, it sort of gets stuck. So you kind of have to press hard to get the icing going again. And yep, I know what you mean when you mention the misfired syringe. Some cookies were quite exotic looking. Or eccentric looking? Eccentric, I think that's the word I was looking for. I freeze them overnight. Really? Oh. I didn't know that. I would always just leave them for like 5-10 minutes tops. Oh, splat indeed. Like you're trying to be precise and to add like a gingerbread cookie's face. And you're trying to do like the eyes and the syringe goes flat. And you have to be really creative afterwards. That sounds so fun though. It is fun, but like if I have to do some cookie decorating again, I don't think I would use syringes. Exactly. Gum rabbit has no problem in the freezer. Good to know. Or honey. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Roman Schmal has honey in it. When I was able to buy some of Dan's paints, it was stinking hot when they arrived. Had to leave them in the freezer for a number of hours, but they came out just fine. Oh, good to know. I got some from Dan once, and I think I didn't know about the freezer trick then, so they still have paper stuck to them. Roman said to me they don't do dot cards because of that. Ooh, interesting. It's why we can order paint year round, no worries about it freezing in winter and getting run. Even acrylic? You could just parchment paper or wax paper. There's a technique bakers use to fold and then... Yeah. Or a Ziploc bag. Wood is the only way to be. I would agree with that. Yeah, acrylic will freeze, right? Probably why, also why M. Graham has no dot cards. Yep. Even Sennelier doesn't really have a dot card. Get real baker's bag. They're good. They're just a hassle to clean. Yeah, acrylic will be ruined if it freezes, so that's gonna be really problematic. Well, I wouldn't get a baker's bag unless you make big cakes often, yeah. They sell like baker's bags, but it's just a plastic one. Not ideal in terms of waste, but maybe more serviceable if you don't do cakes often. But at that point you can probably just use as a baggy plastic bag. Hey, Cyan! Hi! I have one that is made of some kind of rubberized cloth. That's what my mom had too. Like the exterior was cloth and inside it was kind of like rubber. And it had a, you could change tip and screw on the thing that would hold the tip into place. You had to put the tip in before putting the icing, I remember. But yeah, I mean, those work really well, but I have no idea how my mom got them clean after making icing. Sounds lewd, I'm sorry. Rubber and temperature. Hold on, I gotta finish painting this rock and then I can catch up with chat. Ruka could not decide where to do his business, so evening walk lasted forever. Come on, Ruka! What's everyone's favorite homemade cookies? Ooh. Chocolate chip is really hard to beat, but it's gotta be very chocolatey. Everything I cook, if it has to have chocolate chips in it, I always put not too much, I always put way much more than the recipe says. I've heard masking goes bad if it is frozen also. It's latex often. Hope you have a note from your mom explaining why you're late, Zion. It's a note from the dog. I get so disappointed when I go to Michael's to get some acrylic inks and they are all just globs in the bottle. Because why would they become globs? I miss snickerdoodles so much and they are so hard to explain to someone who's not had one. They're fairly easy to do though, right? So instead of explaining, you're like, hold on, I'm gonna bake you some. My favorites are Melting Moment shortbread. I've never seen that one. We only get the, what's the brand? I don't remember the brand, but it has a really distinct plaid box. I'm not a big cake person, but I can eat me some cookies. You would get along well with Mr. E in that case. I hate shopping at Michael's. I can never find a decent deal and everything is overpriced. But I've since learned all art shops are overpriced without the right shoppers' coupons. Yeah, they really rely on the coupons. Shortbread with pecans, ooh. I once had a note from Ruka at work. I found a half-eaten chew bone in my work bag. That's hilarious. You can really show, oh, my dog hate my homework. Proof. I can make savory food, but not so good at sweet stuff apart from carnation fudge. That's chocolate melted in condensed milk, right? The acrylic inks get too cold during transport and just glob up. Oh, really? Good to know. I didn't know that. Hey, no worries, Ginger. The markup for Windsor Newton brushes is criminal. Which one? The one with the blue handles? Hey Malvina, hi! Sneeze. Chocolate, butter, and condensed milk. I can make that in any flavor you want. Melting Moments is a version of handmade shortbread. Not cut in squares, but rather dropped on the cookie tray. Ooh! Often topped with this a sliver of maraschino cherry. Ooh! No, all of them industry secret. The store pays about 30% of the suggested retail price for the brushes from Winsor and Newton. That's a room to save money for the customer if I work it right. Wow. And I'm an indie seller. I'm not with the chain. I can't imagine. I can only imagine what kind of deal chains get from Colart. That's a fair point. I mean, they definitely buy in bulk. Ooh, chocolate buttercream. Yum yum. Have you ever added extra cocoa powder to box brownie you make at home? Going along with extra chocolate theme, it's a game changer. Really? Huh. I would have thought about adding like chocolate chip, but not extra cocoa powder. That's interesting. Also use some soluble coffee powder. Paulo wants to get in a fight with me. Here's our lovely selection of 3-year-old watercolor cakes from here. Or Winsor and Newton. Oh. Oh, 3-year-old plus, like for kids. Is it the big tempura, like, cakes? We have all the art shop comments. That's an excellent question. I'm asking because I bought some of those brushes and they are not bad at all. Which one are they though? Orange. Yeah, see, Paulo wants a fight. I used to bake sugar cookies. I had a set of cookie cutters in card deck form. So aces, spades. Oh, cool. I added a little bit of orange rind and it really made the cookies. Ooh. It's those And the little plastic pallets with the bubble lids. Ooh, yeah. Excellent tip on the Winsor Newton synthetic brushes. Only new flavor add to a chocolate chip cookies, caramel, and brown butter. I'll post a pic of the one I have on Discord. Oh, cool. Yeah, no rush. I mean, sorry. I have that little tiny handled Raphael brush and bought a pencil extender. Wrapped the brush in a little tape and it's been a game changer. That's a good idea, to carry a pencil extender for the travel brushes. Huh. Oops. I really should not pre-wet schminky colors all that much, because it almost becomes too much paint. And it's a bit more difficult to get the mixes I want. Like the brush picks up too much paint. Okay, posted in Art Talk. A+ for creativity. I love that idea about the short brush. Yeah. Well, speaking of advice, I had a woman tell me I was a genius and that I was hired when I told her to not buy anything from me at the store and instead just use a glue gun for what she wanted to do. one with the weird handle. Yeah, I have one of those. Oh, where is it? But basically, I chopped it up and put it in one of the handles that squirrel bears make. Oops. Just tell folks to come back to me when they do need art supplies. That's really awesome. I hope they do come back. YZ, are you still around? Are you familiar with the art supply shop, the paintspot.ca? I think they might be near you. I was thinking about Canadian shops and what's local and how COVID has sort of made it easier to find shops because everyone has a sort of an online presence now. And what I love is always like perusing the what they offer, because sometimes you find stuff that no one else offers and you're like, what? I didn't even know this existed. Don't be. I'm really enjoying watching paints. Oh, thank you so much, Amisha. It's a bit of a challenge, but challenges are great, right? It's a treat to have someone like you to assist when out shopping. I agree. It's difficult, I feel, to be working in an art supply shop because you never really know if the person wants help, doesn't want any help. And sometimes when you want help, they don't help, and when you don't want help, they're really insistent, and you're like... The landscape you posted were amazing. Oh, thank you so much! And it's been bugging me what they reminded me of, and it finally hit me. There's something about them like old Hanna-Barbera backgrounds. Really? I would have to check that out. I used to be really annoyed at Hanna-Barbera cartoons because as a kid I was like, do you really think this looping background, like, we don't notice it? I was like annoyed that I could tell that some elements were looped, but I'm like, that's the way you do these things now, I know, but as a kid I was always bothered. Anyone here have an experience with Rapidograph refillable technical pens and has any tips and trick? Be careful because they clog super easily. Since when does Schminke have a 12 half pan palette with pearls and metallics? It's a couple of years old. Oh my gosh, box of paints, that sounds like a story. Sorry. Pink Panther and all those, they used really limited palettes. Yeah, I remember. It's... Okay, so my animation schooling is a bit old, but I think it's a style that was called UPA. And the letter stands for something, but it was really the style, like you would have the Flintstones and all that kind of style approach. Okay, so I know I just got a beautiful set of 30 Schminke pens, but I'm still eyeing the tin of 12 with the porcelain tray. Has anyone used this set in the past? Would you recommend? I've had the Academy paints separately and the palette box, like the version that they had with the Horadam paints in it. The Academy paints are really nice student paints. They're super vibrant. I think I did a video where I compared the Academy versus the Horadam. You can see that the colors are really consistent, but they're just a bit more weak in the Academy range. And as for the palette itself, it's a really peculiar palette, and it really depends on how you feel like you would use it. Some people feel like it's a waste to have the porcelain part be the place where you put the pans, because you want to mix on porcelain ideally, not have the pans in the porcelain. But I've also heard some people just remove the porcelain tray. It's held into place with magnets, so it's possible to remove the tray and keep it on the side for mixing and find another way to put the pans in the box. It's a bit of a heavy palette, so not ideal if you want to travel with it, but it's also a really beautiful palette, so... All vintage ones, so they are old and grumpy. Like Paulo. Many of us are rapidographs in that case. Good point on the pallet weight. It is really heavy. Do you guys have planned for tonight? What's for What's for dinner? Hey Val, hi. Food chat time, yes! I had pasta with red pesto. Did you make the pesto yourself, Paolo? Of course I did, yeah, that's what I thought. What did you put in it? I'm eating strawberry yogurt. Mmm, yummy. I had chicken teriyaki stir fry and I just put some sausage roll. Ooh. My back hurts so much now. Oh no, how come? I even roasted the nuts. Did you use pine nuts? I'm having smoked pork loin with herbs and lemon. That sounds really fancy and delicious. Do you have a smoker? Or one of your son? I kind of think they're the new trendy thing now. Couscous, falafels, and asparagus. Ooh, yummy. Shoot, dinner I'm cooking tonight. Oh no! Oof, I gotta go cook pasta for Greek pasta salad. Hey, take it easy you too, Ellen. I hope it goes well with the food prep. We were foolish and ate early. So foolish. What did you eat? Alexa Paint. I love falafels, but they're a bit difficult to make and not have them be a bit dry. Nope, I only use pine nuts for Genovese pesto. Just moving existing. Oh no. Gonna have a bath. I hope the bath helps with the back pain. Right now I'm having mint tea. Ooh, lovely. We found a mint tea that we can get from the grocery store thing, and it is so fresh and crisp. It's dry mint, of course, but it doesn't taste like old dry mint. It tastes really, really spicy and fresh. It's delicious. It is late evening here, so I have nothing to eat in sight. What did you eat for dinner then, Cyan? My son did it on his grill. Oh, you can smoke stuff on a grill. Wow. Pine nuts are incredibly expensive. Yeah, they are. It just uses real wood in it instead of charcoal and lets it go low and slow. Oh, that's interesting. But I have valerian, chamomile. Ooh. Valerian is good for falling asleep, right? We had kebabs this afternoon, so full still, but getting snacky. That's like the worst feeling, snacky. It's a bit too much of brain hunger and not enough physical hunger. I love pina coladas. Alcoholic ones or like virgin ones? I had fancy salmon and sweet potato french fries with some... Ooh, wow. Man, salmon is so good. Why is that poor fish so delicious? Yeah, I have had insomnia lately. Oh no. I hope the tea helps. I'm under the drinking age, so hopefully virgin ones. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, I'm well over the age limit, and I'm still not big on alcohol. I would prefer like a virgin one too. Which is basically what, like some sort of coconut and pineapple mix that you can drink, which sounds awesome. Why would you put alcohol in there? Blech. For some reason, when you mentioned falafels, I was remembered of panchos, sopapillas with honey drizzle. What's that? You're telling me smoked salmon is the best, especially fresh, hot smoked salmon. Oh man. Oh, really? Jinja, you were able to figure out what that was. A seagull, a great blue heron, a black crowned night heron. Whoa. I'll keep all the rum then. Oh, by all means. I was still trying to find moose in picture. A sopapilla is sort of like a puffed up square. Ooh, you said the magic words. Puffed up and pastry. Oops, that's not what I'm supposed to paint with this. Color. Only if you have rum. And it's hollow enough to poke open and fill with even better stuff. Ooh. But honey and so it's a bit like a it's a dessert. Yeah. I have some spare puff pastry from the sausage rolls and I don't know what to make with it. Oh. Dang, puff pastry. It's usually empty, so you fill it with a good honey. Oh wow. Oh, I have cooking apple turnover. Oh, good idea. Oh my gosh, cyan. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh. I'm scared to ask, but I know exactly what you mean. Hold on. I got it. All right. Yeah, fingers crossed for the rum. I hope it's a great one. Oh man. Okay, take a break for this one. Work on this one a bit. Straight up that color for the sky, not even mixing it with anything. Too beautiful. Hey, Yuri, hi! That's a very good summer sky color. I agree. Hi, Nicole! Oops. That's gonna be all cauliflower. Oh well. The color just for... It's Cobalt Cerulean from Schminke. Fun fact, June 28th is Cat Rescue Day. Really? So everybody adopt a cat. I wish. Sorry. Alright, so snack time. So I need my phone for this one. Go grab your snacks if you have them. So I really need to check what's a double, because I know it's a Canadian thing, but I don't remember exactly what it is, because Tim Hortons coffee is gross. So it says the phrase double literally means coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugars. A variant of the phrase is triple, which again literally means coffee with 3 creams and 3 sugars. Thus commonly used when ordering coffee only. Yeah. Alright, so I need to investigate the coffee crisper. Which one? This one or this one? So these are like sort of 2 different spins on coffee crisp that we have by now around here. One is like, it's basically, what if coffee crisp was a cookie instead of a big bar? It's so melty. Today I learned we have Tim Hortons in the UK. Really? So yeah, this one is Coffee Crisp was so good. I got some from Lee's package. I'm glad she sent you some. One just opened about 20 minutes from me. Is it worth going? Well, I don't know. The people are split on Tim Hortons. I've never had anything from Tim Hortons that I thought was particularly good. But some people swear by their coffee and their donuts, so... This is the double. I have no idea what's different between this and a regular coffee crisp, seriously. Sadly enough, these are made by Nestle. Oh, that's a weird spin on it. They look like, I think they're called Tim Tams, and my friend suggesting biting off opposite corner and drink your teeth with it. I was unconvinced. Did you try it? It's called a Tim Tam Slam, and if you do it with coffee, it's pretty good. that's true. They have these iced coffee. The Tim Hortons iced coffee. That's the thing I remember from ages ago that was good. But seriously, if you try a Tim Tam Slam, try it with coffee. If you can, because whoa. So, yeah. Alright, I grab a bad bite of this off mic and okay, I'm back. I think coffee would be better suited. Yeah, I think so too. I muted the mic while I was chomping on some crispy. Yeah, munching noises muted. I miss coffee. I have IBS and coffee makes me nauseated. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Ugh, that's terrible. It's not quite the same, but have you tried all the what are they called? Like the other types of coffee-like drinks, the stuff made with roasted chicory and stuff like that. Or if you can get roasted carob powder, I think it is. It makes for a really interesting hot drink, a bit in between hot cocoa and coffee. I was surprised, like carob has a really bad reputation in here, and that hot drink was actually quite good. Yeah, it was surprisingly good. Like, now I know what I'm gonna use that bag of roasted carob powder for. Like, carob makes for a terrible chocolate substitute because it doesn't taste like chocolate. But it's not a bad taste necessarily, it's just very different. I have a quick question about your homemade paints. Can you please let me know which pigments you use for ultramarine red and the ultramarine violet? Yeah, sure. Yeah, hold on, I gotta check on my computer. Whoop. Okay, hold on. I'll have to check on Etsy. I'm pretty sure the ultramarine violet is PV15. Like, I'm sure it is. I think the red might be the same pigment, but I need to check. Oh no. 1 sugar and a good dose of cramps. Oh no. I'm kind of craving my roasted carob weird drink. Apparently someone decided to do a fireworks display, but it's not dark. Oh. Stings. Okay, ultramarine red. Where's the description? Oh, okay. PV15 as well, sorry. So both ultramarine violet and ultramarine red are PV15. Is roasted carob drink available at a grocery store? I don't really know. Hold on. Alright, be right back, guys. Peux-tu plus tout crisser à terre?
No.
That's how I grabbed it. That's gonna be easier. So that's the thing. It's toasted carob powder. Sorry. And I put some of it with some sugar substitute that doesn't taste awful. And I think I put a sprinkle of cinnamon. And I use one of those, maybe I put a bit of dairy-free creamer too. And then you use one of those hand whips, like the one with the batteries in there. And it was really good. Like I've been trying to find ways to use this bag for ages. I think it's not even technically good anymore. Still tastes fine. It's dry powder. I mean, come on. But yeah. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Cyan. I hope sleep finds you. Hold on, I have the same bugbear about Sarasa pens. One set is awesome for outlining, so got the ballpoint versions and was a big ol' mess. Really? Oh man. I was surprised to see that most of the Sarasa clip ones are very water resistant. Oh, I'll look for it. We have that brand of foods here. Awesome! Yeah! It's Bob's Red Mill. The toasted carob. They work so well, but only one size. Yeah, it's 0.5, right? But the line is quite thin. I'm not yet going to sleep. Oh, okay. It was for the quitting coffee. Oh, okay. So if you, okay, are you trying to drink less coffee? Out of curiosity. I got the it's a big handful. But I got the vintage Sarasa. It's a Japanese brand, so yeah. Clip, they're all 0.5 and they're all very water resistant. And the colors are really nice and muted and beautiful. I did tests in here. Yeah. So all those up there, part of them has been rubbed with water and you can't really tell. It shows a bit on the blue-green and the purple one. Yeah, because the insomnia. I really hope it helps. Yeah. This might be interpreted as blasphemy, but have you considered having some decaf to sort of trick your mind into like having the taste of coffee, but not necessarily the caffeine to keep you awakened? I only have a shower left to have a bed though. Uh-oh. Decaf has caffeine in it too, isn't that neat? What? It's gonna have a lot less. I found one type of instant coffee that I like, and they offer both decaf and regular, but I always find it a bit sad to like have the amount of real caffeine that I want in terms of dry coffee doesn't make for a really big coffee. And I like my drinks to be like big mugs, so I dump a bunch of decaf in there. Yeah, mixed regular coffee and caffeine-free coffee. also allows for, yeah, like I said, to sort of have possibly a lower intake of caffeine, but over a longer period of time. And the coffee is like for the days that are really difficult. Hey, Tulipo! Chablis! Salut les minets! Salut Chablis! T'es bien beau! Est-ce que je peux te montrer aux gens, tu penses? On va essayer. Bouge pas, Chablis. There you go. Chablis! T'es bien beau! Tu veux des munchies, hein? Okay, be right back. Maman, t'es là toi aussi! Yes, good! Salut, Chablis! Salut, les minets! Oh, parle donc bien, Chablis! Tiens, full munchies. Alright, bringing back the camera up. On average, an 8-ounce cup of decaf coffee contains up to 7 mg of caffeine, whereas a cup of regular coffee provides 70 to 140. Okay, that's still a big drop. Tu le vois-tu? Il est en train de manger ses munchies?
Oui. Just asking.
It's the kitty friend. He's such a sweet kitty. I think Tuna Face, yes, she was definitely hoping for some Scooby snacks, but she has her own snacks that are chicken free. So she doesn't get the same snacks as Kitten Friend. But she's always super hyped for Kitty Friend snacks, and I'm always like, oh, poor girl. How is it 4 p.m.? I don't know. A good point, that's fair, yeah. And like Outdoor Kitty, the visitor, he's outside almost every time, so he is lean. He's a very tiny kitty. So I don't feel bad about giving him a handful of munchies, like of treats, because he burns through that stuff like there's no tomorrow. But my big house potato cats, they don't need that kind of extra stuff. Our allergies are kind of bad still, but I don't want to jinx her, but there hasn't been like anything too intense. Like, it's pretty consistent. But we're gonna switch her back to type of food she had before, and I don't know how it will go, because the way it went is she had this food for sensitive stomachs that is technically lamb and rice or something, but it has chicken meal in it because they put chicken meal in everything. But it was still fine, and at some point I was like, hey, you know what, there's a bunch of new foods that have no chicken whatsoever in them, and we switched her to one of those, and it didn't help. Like, things either stayed the same or got a bit worse. So now I'm split between in fact, we did buy the previous food again to try it, but I was split between buying the previous food that has chicken in it, which is not ideal, but the rest of the ingredients is fairly straightforward. While the new food that is chicken-free has a bunch of nonsense ingredients in there, like broccoli, carrots, green tea, pomegranate, blueberry. What else did I see? Paprika, ginger, kelp. Anyway, that's just like a fraction of all the nonsense that was in there. I've learned the hard way that it's much harder to dissuade a kitty friend from freeing their own snacks than the pups. The pups take no as no. These two take it as the... Oh. Yeah, you can tell cats, like, you can tell dogs no to something and they have a sense that they are indeed not supposed to do it. Good luck telling that to a cat. C'est encore là ton ami Tulipo, Scott? C'est encore là Tulipo? Ah non, il est parti! Il veut juste nous bourrer la face puis te laisser toute seule. Pas de bon sens. My cat Boba was 30 pounds. Oh my gosh. When the pandemic started, then we got him down to 22. Oh, that's amazing. It's so hard to get a pet to lose some weight. Now that it's summer and is outside again, he's gained 2 pounds this week. In a week. Dang, you need a necklace that color that explicitly says, please don't feed me. Oh, there shouldn't be a bunch of crap in there. There's crap either way, except that one tries to pass it as something fancy. And the other one is just a bit more honest in the sense that they're like, yep, we're gonna put cornmeal in there and deal with it. And you're like, oh, okay. I guess I will do that. But yeah, the broccoli and spinach and... I was like, is this a meal for me or is this a meal for cats? Like, pomegranate, really? Anyway. He is the most friendly cat ever, so I'm sure he goes house to house in our sack begging. Oh no. Oh my gosh, Baba, stop that. Oh, that's funny. Poor kitty, though. Oh. Open the shut. Cats in America eat better than people in third world countries, seriously. And the thing is that it's superfluous. Like, no, cats don't need to have carrots in their food. Like, I understand that you need to put some filler in there, then it can't be like pure protein because that's too hard to digest, but there's really a bunch of options that are like cost effective and not crappy byproducts of something else. So anyway, I think our neighbors must love us. I don't have an indoor voice and my cats are crazy cuckoo from 11 to 4. Oh no. I think Baba and I are kindred spirits. Aww. Aren't you worried about the mason jar that they will fall down and break, though? That would be my worry. That's why most of our Scooby snacks are the freeze-dried. Yeah, those are great. The current snack we have for the cats is a dog food sample that we received with an order of Vethericin for Scout. It's a spray for like skin problems. And they sent along a small bag of a sample of dog food. And it's really simple in terms of ingredients. It's mostly lamb and rice. So we thought we'd give one to the cats as a treat. Like, I would not give them that as a complete meal of dog food because dogs and cats, they don't exactly eat the same. But I figured that as a treat it would work, and Scout really likes it. So I'm like, oh. If cats had opposable thumbs, we would not rule this planet. Oh, definitely. Something is against my digital art practice. First, my monitor's colors went absolutely broken. Now I can't find the pen. Oh no, I hope Ruka hasn't eaten it. Yeep. I use cat food samples for Ruka's treats. High five! Il est parti ton ami Chablis, hein? Oh, salut la belle fille! Salut Scott! Salut Minette! Oui. T'es toute maganée. T'es toute pleine de pocs.
Un gros bouton dans l'oreille, mais elle l'a pas gratté encore.
Celui que tu as pris en photo, hein?
Ouais.
Ça m'étonne qu'elle l'ait pas gratté. C'est pas son style.
Elle arrive peut-être pas.
Oh, c'est plate. Tu fais la fille? Tu vas-tu te gratter? Blep. Non, c'est dans de se laver la face, ok. C'est bon. If Baba is on your lap and you have food, his paw wraps around your hand and he has to sniff every bite before you can eat it. Aww. Viens-tu voir? Viens-tu voir la fille? Non? Tu vas à ta place? Yes. Scout is being really adorable right now. Yeah, I hope you find your digital pen soon, Cyan. Which tablet are you using at the moment? Are you using like a Cintiq or an iPad or something. Scout is never not adorable. That's a fair point. Though sometimes she's a little pain in the ass. We had some very old apples this week, and the weather has been nice enough that we decided to finally bake them. And I made sort of a crumble kind of thing, and the crumble on top was a lot of butter. And we sat down and we turned around to watch a show for like 2 seconds, and no, it was after we were done actually. We exited the kitchen for like 2 minutes, and guess who had their face in the crumble? So that's a little bit less adorable in a way. But aside from that... Hey, Jellybean, hi! I have never seen a cat that wants fat as much as Scout. It's absurd. You never know, butter might help with the itchies. Maybe. But she will seek out any kind of fat that she can find. Oh no, Jelly Bean. Did you remove the Phoebe from your username on purpose? I feel like you could draw a crazy-eyed cat with crumble all over his face and his cheeks the size of chicken. Yeah, that sounds about right. It was the other time. What was it? It was a you know, the protective screens you can put on your pans when you cook, so that the fat doesn't spray everywhere. Yes, I decided I prefer just chili bean. Okay, good to know. Noted. And yeah, she was caught licking the lid, like the screen lid. And when we got close to her to remove her from the spot, she kept licking, but started complaining as she was licking the thing, and it made for the most stupid sound ever. What are you repainting, Jellybean? I mean, walls, duh, but is it your studio, your room? Repainting my room. Oh, awesome! What color are you going to be reprinting it? Considering a light green. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I found the pen. It was behind my desk. Awesome. Is it a relief? Trouble rinsing my brush between colors. Maybe if you switch to a bigger jar of water, where you can really swoosh your brush around, that might help. It's funny because the way you wrote Winsor Newton box of paint, it kind of looks like you were censoring it. I don't know why, but it cracks me up. Okay, I'm never pre-wetting Schminke paints again. That was a mistake. The worst is always switching between really strong colors. I was painting something for Father's Day and I used phthalo blue and Aussie red gold, so I had to be really careful. Oh yeah. Okay, so questions for you guys in chat. When you were, or as a teen, if you are a teen right now still, what was or what is your favorite music band? Like, what's the thing you were non-stop listening to? Or are non-stop listening to if you're still a teenager? A big bucket of Master's cleaner. Oh, can you imagine the size of the disaster that would require that? One of my favorite is Florence plus the Machine. Ooh. As a teenager, I don't know any bands. I just raved to obscure soundtrack from video games and anime I don't know about. It still works. How do you find them though? When I was a teen, ska music and rap music. Oh, really? Huh. I never had a band to listen to. Like, video game music was my favorite, but it still feels weird to label it classical music. Huh. Jethro Tull and Led Zeppelin, seriously dating myself here. Well, not so much, because these things cycle up. You always see you always see people wearing new t-shirts of those bands, so... Hey, good night, Cyan. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you have a better time sleeping tonight. I've always liked to mix of stuff, but on my repeats as a teen were Johnny Mitchell, Tori Amos, and Ani DeFranco. Ooh. Sometimes you just have to put a really, really random song on YouTube and let the rabbit hole take you. Really? I don't really use YouTube for listening to music, personally. I remember being poor when I was younger and I'd listen to Christmas music all the time. Aw. Well, were you enjoying it? Because if you were, that's all that matters. Why is this playlist so shit, though? There. I just listened to a soundtrack from a game I play and then autoplay takes me to another soundtrack. Oh, okay. Huh. Clearly, having worked in restaurants for 10 years pays off. Sometimes you just need to make enough pasta salad to feed 3 adults for 3 days. That's handy, though. Sounds weird, but my I never remember how to say that, but my Dachshund Gatsby really likes 90s alternative, like Lilith Fair, so I listen to a lot of stuff. Oh, it's adorable. Hey, welcome back, Ellen. I was too busy kissing my boyfriend to notice the music. Spice Girl, lots of trance music, and yeah, big mix. Yeah, big coverage. I'm so glad that the nanny cam deleted and there's no footage of me singing. What does the fuck say to Bear? That's gotta be pretty funny to watch, though. I mean, one of the most fun things you can do with a pet is sing stupid things to said pet. I am all about Frank Turner these days, it seems. Working retail killed my love of Christmas music. Yeah, I can see why. Well, honestly, I love the edgier songs like Silver Bells or Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. Like Jingle Bells. Yeah, some of them are pretty tame. But there's some really good, like, Christmas music. It depends really on how it's played out. Really. Like, I have a few CDs that I copied from my dad where it's John Fahey, and he plays the Christmas music on guitar, and it's really good. But it's Christmas music, so... I think the band I would listen the most must have been Radiohead. Yeah. Until they went weird and I stopped listening to them. My dogs love Tori Amos and will actually give me sour looks if I change the music. Aww. Dexter doesn't like when I sing No Strings Attached by NSYNC with the inflections and everything. Supertramp, but over the years, Gordon Lightfoot. Who is Gordon Lightfoot? I enjoy all types of music. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. There's a few genre of musics where the likelihood of a song from that genre sounding right to my ears is more limited. Is that a sentence? Like, there are certain genres where there are better chances that whatever song will play in that genre I will like, and the other way around. Like, some things I just have a harder time taking to, but that doesn't mean that there won't be a song in that genre eventually that I'll really enjoy. Gordon Lightfoot, Canadian folk singer. Huh. I'll have to check that out. Or ask my dad about it. My dad is a music person. Non, ton œil, écoute. T'es en train de baver partout? Je pense que t'es en train de baver en se grattant. Là, elle fait la babouine. Pauvre bébé. Je suis pas contente! See, it's pretty different in Quebec because of the CRTC and the fact that they would push a lot of French music, like local French music, to us. So there's a bunch of possibly like English, like Canadian English stuff that we don't really know about because they keep pushing us at the French stuff. Wreck of Edmund. See, that doesn't ring a bell at all. Perhaps if I listen to it, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I know. But yeah, we had mostly French Canadian stuff. A lot of country. Oh my gosh. Ginger. Yeah, that's three very different things. Baxapain says we were lucky with music and books, and our mom had great music taste, and we were allowed to explore what we wanted, as long as it wasn't turned up too loud. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Rock Voisine. Yeah, so much stuff. Rock Voisine, Les Bébés. What's her name? Julie Masse. Julie Masse was going out with Corey Hart, I think. So that might have some overlap. Rock Voisine. I miss playing music loud. Yeah, there's something to it, but like, I don't know, getting older, you kind of feel more aware of how much of a disturbance it can be. Like, if I had a house with enough space between myself and neighbors and times where like no one else was there, I would still play whatever stupid music loud. Not sure she listened to the Tool album before she picked it up for me, but it's still one of my faves. That's pretty cool. I would try to get my dad to listen to my music, and he would put in the effort of listening to it a bit, but never really enjoyed it. I mean, fine. I still have Papa Snap's cassette tapes from way back when and still jam out Quiet Riot, ZZ Top. Oh yeah. I've gone from Baroque lute music straight to rap. Really? Because of my love of Great Big Sea, I got to know La Bottine Souriante pretty well. La Bottine Souriante. That's a very French Canadian name. Basically means like the smiling booty. Yep, smiling boots. Well, music that is 9 o'clock and people get crappy. Very much in the GPS vein of taking traditional music and making it more modern. Yep. Well, more modern. I mean, I agree, but I don't think La Bottine Souriante has released anything lately. Oh, what's the band? There's a Canadian band. And it's not Nickelback. I think Nickelback is Canadian. But there was another band. And it was polarizing as well, but I think this one, people made less jokes about it. But sadly, like, the singer passed away not long ago. It was really a bummer. But I learned a lot of French Canadian folk music because of them. Stuff like Plume and the Tragically Hip. Yeah, you found it. I don't think Soundgarden is Canadian. What a bummer, though. So many bummers. But yeah, Tragically Hip, it's either you really like it or you really don't. Yeah, the dude from the Tragically Hip, he was really sick. I think he had like a cancer or something. Quoi donc?
It's a raccoon.
Oh no, Pico! Ah! Donc. I don't know where they're from, shot in the dark. I think Soundgarden is very much from the grunge scene. So I'm tempted to say Seattle. Or around that. Love the Hip personally. The one band my brother and I could have grown. I never really took to them. They would always play on the radio. Like all the time. I was like, okay. But still, I mean, they're not Nickelback. Like, they're not offensive. What am I? Oh, another good Canadian band, Crash Test Dummies. I like all these recommendations. I've been looking to listen to some different music, but I don't know where to start sometimes. Yeah, that can be really difficult. And it doesn't get any easier with time. Seriously, even though there are platforms like Spotify or YouTube and you can listen to music, but it's like, where do I start? Always gotta love a band that rejects huge success and say, nah, we'll stay up here and write songs about hockey and sell arenas. Yeah. That's the Hip, right? They had enough of a unique sound that even if I didn't know the song, if it came on and it was Tragically Hip, you could tell. You could automatically tell, like, oh, that's a Hip song. Black Hole Sun, fell on Dark Days, Black Days. What's the name of that dude? It's not Chris Cornell, isn't it? Listening to musicals is a bit easier. It's just one album to listen to versus whole discography. Yeah. Yeah. Scott Stapp. No, what's his name? The Soundgarden dude. Oh, it is Chris Cornell. Okay. That was a big bummer. Like, Audioslave is really quite good too, so... House is split between one lyrics person and one just for the beat. Which one are you, Box of Paint? That remake of Hurt that John Cash... Oh, yeah, that... Isn't it the song that, brain is blanking out, but the Nine Inch Nails dude said that the Johnny Cash version was even better than his own? It's always fun to ask people random music questions that feed your rabbit hole. What is the last band you've seen live? What is the last song you were thrilled to hear on the radio? Ooh, that's a good question. Ah, Trent Reznor, that's the name I was looking for. Brain. Oh, it's such a heartfelt rendition of the song. You're all about the lyrics? The song can sound terrible, but if I like the words, I can listen on repeat. Oh, really? That's interesting. Never been to a concert? Oh. Have you listened to a concert? Because nowadays you can listen to concerts that have been put on video, like on DVD or Blu-ray or just VOD. It's really quite fun too. My sweetheart used to never really listen to the lyrics of song, but he started to and was amazed. I have a hard time listening to lyrics too. Like I don't necessarily focus on the lyrics. But then sometimes I do, and it ruins the song for me. Hey, thank you for being here, Joan. I hope you have a great weekend. The last band I saw live, Mariana's Trench. Last song I was thrilled to hear on the radio. Who Do You Love by Mariana? There's a pattern here. The last concert I saw live. I'm trying to think. It was either Placebo or Mogwai. I can't remember though. And the last song I was thrilled to hear on the radio, I don't listen to the radio anymore. So... The thing is that with most lyrics, like I listen mostly to music that is not in French. So sometimes my brain just doesn't register the words. Like it puts that setting on off because it takes too much energy, too much brain power. So it's just about like sometimes I will catch a word or two, or like the refrain. Anyway, like some parts I will get a feel for, and others I will not even notice. So that really depends. And when music is in French and I can understand everything, like even without paying attention, it's so weird. If you lived through the 80s, then you had a moment when you realized the lyrics you used to sing out loud and how very naughty. Yes! Oh my gosh, yes! Oh, that sounds like a great concert, Misha. '90s music was blushable too. Some bands just fully embrace that, like, you will never be able to sing, like, to hum our songs in public because I hate my playlist. Speaking of music. The fuck? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Moulin Rouge. For some reason, I do that a lot with Torianis. Sometimes I have no idea what she's saying, but her voice is really nice and I like the instrumentals. Ah ouais, Pickle? Il buguait le raton. Do you guys ever get those moments where you realize that you know the lyrics of a song without having never really paid attention to it? Like you just heard it so much that if you focus on the song and the lyrics, you can sort of figure it out. That's always weird. Bye, Pickle. You know, I really like it when the lyrics and the music work so well together that the music is like an 11. Yeah, that's true. Fiona Apple has had... I haven't heard a lot of her songs, but the first album she released was really nice. Creed Pixie used to gently tease the Tragically Hip about how dense their lyrics were. Great songs, Gord. What are they about? Aww. Favorite song to sing to your pet regardless of their opinion? Hands down the cat song by Anthony Green. To Dexter. My cat's in a bin with me, what does your cat do? Knows understanding me when I sing blues. We make up like 99% of the songs we sing to the cats. And they're just really stupid stuff that we make up on the spot with lyrics that are basically like cute cat, cute cat, cute cat, and that's it. That's basically the extent of Shadowboxer was a great song. I have playlists named after moods and didn't realize that was is it a strange thing? How is it a strange thing? I don't get it. I don't really sing to my dogs, I just say gibberish. If that is because you're an artist. What does the bear say? Yep, yep. And extra points if you are like holding bear under the armpits and making bear dance. I remember listening to the Weeknd songs off and on before I knew who he was. Then since he started getting upset for not getting the accolades, he's way more of a diva to me now. Oh. Bear goes boneless when you hold him, so he's an amazing puppy. You know what's up. I always make the cats dance if I can, and Scout will bear it. Like, she doesn't quite, she clearly doesn't understand, but she will tolerate. And Pico is just confused and not understanding why she can't go back down on all fours, and it's just so funny. How big is Bear now? Our cats are angelic in patience, but generally maintain their resting unimpressed face. Oh, that's a given. Hey, YZ! Oh yeah, you have to let us know about the Schminke set. Definitely! I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this weekend. Take care! I think it was 5.5 kilogram. Oh man. I was worried we were feeding him too much, but it's all fluff. A bear is extra floofy. Yeah, 5.5 kilograms, that's not all that much. That's about, what, 12 pounds? It always really depends on the, like the, if I can say that, the basic skeletal size of the cat. Like, the cat you saw in the window earlier, he is tiny, but he has a teeny tiny frame too. So he couldn't bear to be like 10 pounds. He's got to be like 7. But we could possibly bear to have 1 extra pound. But, you know, he's a teeny tiny cat. He's a teeny tiny frame. But then you see like Maine Coons that have this super big frame. Or another cat we see nearby that is super muscular. He's much bigger, but it's all muscle. Like, you pet him and nothing is soft. It's really weird. Like, he kind of looks a bit big, but then you pet him and you're like, oh my gosh, it's all muscles. And like, you know, sometimes cats, you can sort of pat them on the side, and like smaller cats will sort of be affected by the motion, but that cat, that super muscular one, it doesn't move. He's like built like a tank. So it really depends. It's okay, runs. What flowers should I paint? Oh, good question. I'd say a wildflower. Or a puppy. Puppy. So it turns out that 3 of the 4 have the extra floof. You mean Emmy's kids, right? Oh, Daphne dances! Jelly bean! Oh my gosh, that's really cute. It's just a little bigger than lanky. Them deep Mars. All right, so I'm winding down, and my brain power is sort of dwindling. But we're almost done. It's almost 5, so Daphne dancing is worth. Yeah, that's gotta be so cute. It's gotta be so adorable. I was thinking of something delicate like buttercups or bleeding heart or lilac or something. Hydrangea are really perhaps a bit too intense. What is this delicate? I don't know much about flowers, I gotta say. It's the tippy toad. Aww. That's adorable. Emmy's indeed. One of the ones I thought had Emmy's coat looked exactly like Bear, but mostly white. Really? Oh, dang. I don't know if that's a possibility, but if you happen to eventually have photos of all of Emmy's kids now, and you're okay with sharing them on the Discord, I think it would be really interesting to see. And like, Emmy was so tiny. It still is so tiny. She's so pretty. I gotta save me more pictures of Emmy on my desktop for when I want to look at a pretty calico cat. Lily of the Valleys are quite cute too. All flowers are lovely, to be honest, so that's a difficult question. Snapdragons. Alright guys, so I guess that's it for today. Hey, thank you so much for being here, guys. Here today, guys. Something like that. And yeah, we will see each other on the Discord, of course. And we will see each other like later. I am indeed, and they're all in the family. But one with a bestie, so my sister sees them all regularly. Oh, that's so cute. All the babies. So yeah, have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. You're probably all familiar with the Discord, but if you're not, we have a Discord server, which is a place where we can hang around and chat and have fun, all of us. And it's free, it's super easy to set up, and the link is in the description. So, yep. And what else? Thank you so much for putting the link, Ginger. Really appreciate that. So, Ginger Snaps has put the link in the chat, and it's in the description. And we will see each other next week. Hopefully I will have some more good news to share with you guys next week. But we'll see. So yeah, have a great weekend. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.